Hey, greetings, good people. I thought I would share some information with you. I made a mistake a couple of weeks ago, and it was pointed out to me by a viewer on a comment. Um, I said that I could get the Fazley guitars in the US, that I'm starting to see them there. That's wrong. The brand in the US that I was starting to see is Fesley with an E. So the Fazley with an A are only ones that I've seen here in the UK. So I wanted to clear that up. Also, the budget brands in the UK are slightly different, with the exception of one or two that operate on both channels. Unfortunately, I see very few IYV here. There are a couple of models available on Amazon, but it seems like they're shipped from the Far East and take a while. They're not prime shipping or anything like that. Firefly doesn't seem to be over here. Um, Leo James, Grote, who else? Um, haven't quite made it over here yet. The one that has a presence over here is Donna. They seem to be doing quite well. They have a Donna UK. So I'm having to learn about some of the newer brands, some of which you've seen already. The Fazley guitar that I had, and I've seen quite a few of them available. I did a bit of research. They are the house brand of Bax Music, BAX, which is either a Dutch or a Belgian company, but they have websites all over Europe, and they have a UK website as well. So that's where those come from. The Sub-Zero and the Heartwood guitars are the upper brands of the Gear 4 Music company. Gear 4 Music also makes um, entry-level instruments under that label as well. There's also quite a presence for Encore guitars, ENCORE, Farida acoustics, um, Costway, a lot of cheaper brands, some of which look fairly bad, and some of them I might do some exploring on. But there's, quite a different slew of budget brands going on over here, which may be the same things being made with a different label for the UK market. So a lot of these things are probably made in the same places. I do see a smattering of things like Smyger, Acklot, um, things like that that are, I think, OEM guitars coming out of um, uh, DH Gate and all those sites in Asia. I forgot the name of the main site, the main sites over there, but you know what I mean. The ones that you can order um, that are just basically made, 100, 200, 500 at a time on CNC machines, and then sold through AliExpress. That's it. That's the one I was thinking about. There's a slew of those sites. So, but some of those brands make it over here as well. Um, but for a large part, there's still room for some of those intriguing brands that we explored in the US, maybe to make it over here. I might look into seeing if I can get a few IYVs and get them going over here. Possibly other brands as well. I might look into that. But there is a learning curve, and there's quite a difference in the two markets, which I discussed in a video a couple back about the selling differences here, but also what's available via eBay and Amazon is markedly different. And then you have quite a few national vendors over here that are quite popular. Guitar, Andertons, our friends who make all the videos. They're a powerhouse seller over here. Um, and there are a lot of online sites as well, like Bax, Gear for Music, and others. So yeah, there's a lot to learn. Thomann is very active over here. One thing that I failed to mention that somebody else reminded me of in the video about the Harley Benton guitars is they do have a Harley Benton US warehouse now. So I hear you can get them cheaper without all the international shipping costs, which is fantastic. I don't think there's one in the UK, but a lot of people just order from Germany as the shipping prices are cheap comparatively with other European companies, and the total cost of guitar with the shipping is still desirable. Had a few of those the last week or so. It just happened that way. Hopefully I'll get to explore some other brands, but those are some of the things I've learned so far about the budget brands here. Of course, I'm not all about budget. I will continue to peruse intermediate and higher end guitars as well. I try to keep a mix of things going as we get into the full swing of things here. Hopefully there'll be more variety. One thing I'm having to, as you can see, I'm not smoking, I'm not vaping here. One thing I'm having to sort of work through at the moment is this cold snap that we're having in the UK, which I'm told is unseasonable for this time of year, which makes it a bit difficult out here in the shed. But hopefully things will warm up here and we'll get some more guitars coming your way. But anyway, I just wanted to relate some of the things that I've been exploring over the last few weeks. I'm just noticing one of the guitars I bought came with this. Who has VHS anymore? It's interesting that companies would put this with the guitar. Maybe it's been in storage so long that this was a thing when it was stored. $9.99 for this VHS tape. Hey, if anyone in the UK wants this, I'll happily send it to you. Yeah, that's kind of funny. So anyway, those are some of the things I've learned. And those of you who are based in the UK, please teach me, give me tips. I got a tip about the local Bath guitar auctions. I forget the name of the auctions, but it's a fairly famous auction house here in Bath or Corsten, I think it is, which is close, which I might explore in the new year. They have a listing of they sell whole collections of guitars, and then they sell sort of bric-a-brac stuff as well, and other antiques. So I might explore that and do videos on that as well. So lots to explore, lots to learn. I appreciate your help, your tips, and all of those back in the US that are curious, about some of this stuff. I appreciate that too. All right, everybody stay safe. England are out of the World Cup now, so things have settled down over here. The US did well too to reach the second round, but it's sort of like a running joke here that England leave the tournament before the postcards arrive. Played well, but the usual sad exit. Getting through this cold snap, and hopefully get to some guitars and videos here soon. All right, folks, see ya.